Listen up, because the landscape at St. James Park just shifted, and if you aren't paying attention, you're missing the biggest power play in the post-takeover era. Eddie Howe has just dropped a bombshell that should reverberate from the Gallowgate end all the way to the boardroom in Riyadh. He said, and I quote, "I would step aside for the good of the club." Now, don't you dare mistake that for a white flag. This isn't a man looking for the exit. This is a world-class operator drawing a line in the sand and telling the hierarchy exactly where he stands. For those of you who think this is just standard managerial fluff, wake up. This is Eddie Howe, the man who dragged this club from the depths of a Mike Ashley-induced coma into the bright lights of the Champions League, finally speaking his truth in the face of internal upheaval. Let's look at the context. We have seen a summer of seismic change. Amanda Staveley and Mehrdad Goddessi, the literal heartbeat of the takeover and Howe's biggest shields, are gone. In their place, we have a new sporting structure led by Paul Mitchell. While the media wants to paint a picture of seamless transition, Howe's words suggest a man who demands the autonomy he has earned through blood, sweat, and tactical brilliance. When he says he would step aside if he felt the structure wasn't right, he is sending a clear message to Paul Mitchell and Darren Eales. Do not mess with the chemistry of this squad. Do not undermine the culture we have built. Eddie Howe is a builder, not a puppet. He has spent 3 years meticulously crafting a high-intensity, high-pressing machine that thrives on unity. If the new hierarchy wants to turn Newcastle United into a corporate spreadsheet, where the manager is just another head coach without a say in recruitment or direction, Howe is telling them he won't be part of it. And frankly, why should he? We have seen what happens when managers are sidelined at this club, and we are never going back to those dark days. The aggressive nature of his comments is a direct response to the England speculation, yes, but it goes deeper. It's about respect. He has been the face of this project when things were tough. He navigated the PSR circus of June when we were forced to sell young talents like Elliot Anderson and Yankuba Minte just to keep the lights on. He did that with dignity. But now he is demanding that same loyalty in return. If the club isn't happy, he says he'll go. That is a dare. He is daring the board to find someone better. He is daring them to find someone who understands the Geordie soul like he does. To the doubters and the rival fans salivating at the thought of Howe leaving, stay quiet. You don't understand the bond here. But to the board, listen closely. Eddie Howe is the best thing to happen to Newcastle United in 2 decades. If you let a power struggle or a clash of egos drive him out, the fans will not forgive and they will not forget. We are at a crossroads. We can either back the man who gave us our pride back, or we can succumb to the same internal politics that have ruined so many other big clubs. This is about the future of Newcastle United. It's about whether we want to be a serious footballing powerhouse or a vanity project for directors. Howe has made his move. He has shown his hand. He is willing to walk away to protect the club's integrity. Now it is time for the owners to show their hand. Back him, give him the tools, and let him finish what he started. We are Newcastle United, and we do not let our leaders be undermined by bureaucracy. The message is simple. Back Eddie or prepare for the fallout. This isn't just a quote, it's a manifesto. The quest for silverware requires stability, not constant tinkering with the backroom staff at the expense of the manager's authority. We have seen the patterns before at other clubs, where a sporting director comes in and tries to reinvent the wheel, only to see the whole vehicle veer off the road. Eddie Howe is the driver. He has the map, he has the keys, and he has the support of every single person who bleeds black and white. If the good of the club is truly the priority, then keeping Eddie Howe happy and empowered is the only path forward. Anything else is a betrayal of the progress we have made since that cold October day in 2021.